It's like a giraffe.
Today I've come out to collect these roses. They're Damas Roses, and I'm going to make a hydrosol from them and also probably a glycerin as well. There's so many. It's so cool. I've been coming out quite often to check on them, and the last, 5 days I haven't come out at all because I've been busy with other things. And it's just such a delight to come down and see so many of them open and shine in their beauty. So I'm gonna pick a bunch of them and make some medicine. When I was a young girl, I remember my aunt always asking me, "Do you want to go in a rose?" She would say, "Close your eyes," and then she would spray rose water all around me. I remember breathing it in and feeling so calm and comforted and just peaceful and happy. So today felt like a little dream for me because I got to make my very own first rose hydrosol thanks to my neighbor lending me her cool little distiller. I was so into the process that I didn't film much, but I ended up making 2 bottles of rose hydrosol and a glycerin with rose and schisandra, and also a glycerin with rose, lavender, and lemon balm for my son Kai. Today I have a lot that I want to do in the garden, and I thought I would take you along with me. So my handy garden to-do list. First thing is harvest and replant the peas. Let's do it. Okay, so in this first bed is where we have the peas. I forgot to come and put a structure for them to grow up. So all the peas are kind of really close to the ground. So I think some of them are probably gone bad by now. But I'm gonna get all of the peas that are there, harvest them, and then replant seeds. If you've never tasted fresh peas straight off the plant, they are so yummy. You definitely should. So the next thing I wanted to do is plant more peas in here. Oh, I need to take out this fennel because it's taking, well, it's providing shade. But I'm still going to take it out and eat it for lunch. So I want to plant more peas along in here and try to remember to put the structure this time. It might be too late actually to plant more peas, but I'm still going to try because I love them so much. Next up is to plant the strawberries. So we do have some strawberries planted along the front line of this planter, but our friends gave us some more, so I want to get them in. I think I'm going to do it with the peas though. The strawberries got planted and the peas as well. Hope they work. So it is very hot. Today I think it's supposed to get up to 32. So I am going to take a break and go inside and drink something fresh. But before I go inside, I'm going to pick one of these lettuces so I can have lettuce for lunch. I mean, a salad. I'm not gonna only eat lettuce. Beauty. All right, so now it's the afternoon. Much more tolerable outside, and so I'm going to continue on with my tasks. The next thing I wanted to do was kind of cut back the things that look like they've lost their vitality, things that are dying at the end of their life cycle. So that's what I'm going to do now. This is very much in its vitality, so I'm going to eat this before I do my tasks. So good. Alright, so I want to cut back all of this with this very sharp tool. Okay, so I've cleared away a bit of that. This side still has some nice flowers, so I'm not going to cut into that side. I do want to sprinkle some flower seeds on here. I'm leaving some of it as mulch. It's not that pretty yet or anymore, so I hope to get some flowers growing. And then down here, some of the rest of what I pulled out that I will use as mulch. I've just added in a bunch of these marigold flowers or marigold seeds from our flowers last year into this planter to try to bring a bunch of colorful flowers in here. I think I sprinkled some in here too, because why not? So now let's go on to the next. I'm going to cut back some of this right now, I think. A lot of this kind of wild, like I love this pathway. So there's the wild stuff growing. I think it's beautiful. This, however, as it's beautiful, I do want to just create a little bit of a path so that I can walk through this section. So I'm going to work on that right now. Okay, I just took everything I just chopped to make that alleyway, and I used it to cover or to mulch around the different cantaloupes that are growing. This one, another one, this one. And now it's time to say goodnight to the garden because the boys need to go to bed. Chucky! Oh, you nugget! You nugget! Good morning. It's a nice early morning and I was able to come out and work in the garden for a bit before the boys wake up. It's just the best way to start the day. So I did some work here in the planter I took the nasturtium out of its pot and I planted it. I started by planting it there, but it was like, nope, I want to be here because that's where it was before, and that way it can kind of drape down the rocks. And then I also planted some sort of a melon right in there to get that as living mulch for now that all these flowers are gone. I also sprinkled tons of marigold seeds in here last night. Okay, so next thing on my list is to make this succulent pot. It was John's project, but he is out of town, so I'm gonna get it done this weekend. So I'm going to take this huge pot, fill it with dirt from the Orta little mound that we had, and then plant all of the succulents that John bought. There it is. Thanks so much for following along today, and we wish you all the very best. Take care.